Page 22. Benefits of exercise, fitness, and skill-related physical fitness. Following the correct guidelines when increasing physical fitness is extremely important. It will help us have a strong body for our daily activities. Moreover, it provides us with energy and readiness to solve the problems that we face in everyday life. Therefore, we should always check and assess our physical fitness so that we can fix those problems or develop them. Page 23. Planning adjustment and development for health-related physical fitness and skill-related physical fitness. When making an exercise plan, we should begin with a test to check and assess our fitness. The result of the test should be used to make a useful exercise plan to develop areas where we are weakest. However, we should first understand physical fitness. Physical fitness can be divided into two types as follow. 1. Health-related physical fitness is directly involved with the healthiness of a body. It consists of 1.1. Body composition. 1.2. Cardiovascular endurance. 1.3. Muscular strength and muscular endurance. 1.4. Flexibility. Page 24. 2. Skill-related physical fitness or motor fitness is motor fitness which helps us use our skills easier. Mostly it is used to assess the fitness of students and athletes. It consists of 2.1. Power. 2.2. Muscular strength. 2.3. Agility. 2.4. Flexibility. 2.5. Speed. 2.6. Endurance. 2.7. Balance. Page 25. Before doing a physical fitness test, a student should prepare the body so that the test is done safely. For example, a physical checkup should be done before the physical fitness test. In addition, during the fitness test, if there are unusual symptoms such as chest pain, fainting, etc., the test should be stopped. In the assessment of physical fitness, a student may choose a test developed by organizations such as the Sport Authority of Thailand Simplified Physical Fitness Test, or SATST. A test for people 17 to 59 years of age consists of 1. BMI, Body Mass Index. 2. WHR, Waist to Hip Ratio. 3. Shoulder Girdle Flexibility Test. 4. Sit and Reach Test. 5. 1 minute abdominal curl. 6. 1 minute push-ups. 7. 3-minute step test. Page 26. The Sports Authority of Thailand Simplified Physical Fitness Test, SATST. 1. Body Mass Index, BMI. Objective: to indicate a person's proper weight and height. Equipment: scales, height indicator. Steps: take off your shoes before weighing yourself and check in your height. Your clothes should be light. Formula BMI. Weight, kilogram, over height, squared, meter. Example: 65 kilograms over 1.58 times 1.58 meters. The BMI from the calculation can be compared with BMI standard, shown in page 35 to 36. It is found that a person with the BMI of 26 kilograms per meter squared starts getting overweight. Page 27. The calculation of body proportion can be done by many methods. However, BMI is the most common. This method is suitable for people over 18 years. On the other hand, there are other methods to check body proportion, such as weighing and checking height, then comparing it with growth standard, which is developed by health organizations such as Standards of Department of Health, Ministry of Public Health. Demonstrate. Body Mass Index. Page 28. 2. Waist to hip ratio, WHR. Objective: to determine the proper body proportions for body fat around the waist and abdomen. Equipment: 60-inch measurement tape. Steps: measure the narrowest part of the waist. It is usually above the belly button, as demonstrated in Picture A. If there is no narrow part of the waist, measure along the line of the belly button, shown in Picture B. Do not pull in your stomach or expand it. Measure around the middle of the hips, Picture C. Formula: WHR. Waistline over hip line. Example: 34 inches over 36 inches equals 0.94. Page 29. Shoulder girdle flexibility test. Objective: to measure the flexibility of shoulder muscles and tendons. Equipment: a centimeter ruler. Steps: 1. Stretch muscles around shoulders, chest, and arms. 2. Raise the right hand over the shoulder and bend the elbow so that the palm and fingers reach the back as much as possible. Flip the palm down. 3. Bend the left elbow up the back, flip the palm up, and raise it as high as possible. Try to reach the fingers of the other hand or cross them over as much as possible. The right hand is on the left hand. Hold it for a while. 4. Measure the distance between both tips of the middle fingers. Repeat the same steps, but this time the left hand is raised while the other. Repeat the same steps, but this time the left hand is raised while the right one stays below. If the fingers are just touching, the distance is 0. Picture A. If the fingers and the hands are touching and crossed over, the distance is positive, plus centimeters. If the fingers are not touching, the distance is negative, minus centimeters. Picture B. Page 30. 4. Sit and reach test. Objective: to measure the flexibility of muscles around the back of upper legs and the lower back. Equipment: measurement tape or a ruler which is at least 25 inches long. Place it on the floor. Steps: 1. Stretch muscles on the back of upper legs, hips, and shoulders. 2. Sit on the floor and stretch your legs. Place the measurement tape along the line of and between the legs. Place both heels at the 15-inch spot. The starting spot is near both knees. 3. Separate the heels 5 inches apart from each side of the measurement tape and stretch the hands down. The palms are close to each other and touching the fingers on the floor. 4. Gradually bend forward and stretch the hands as far as possible along the floor without bending the knees. Picture B. Hold it for 2 seconds and record the results, inches. If the distance from the tips of the fingers to the heels is less than 15 inches. Page 31. 5. 1 minute abdominal curls. Objective: to measure the endurance of abdominal and body muscles. Equipment: a clock and a mat. Steps: 1. Lie down, face up on the floor. Lift the knees up and place the heels 12 inches apart on the floor. 2. Stretch the arms down along the body with the fingers on the floor, palm down. 3. Lift shoulders and head. Then, move the fingers so that the head and shoulders come down to the floor. Repeat the action. 4. Continue the action quickly and precisely as many times as possible within 1 minute. Count the times. Page 32. 6. 1 minute push-ups. Objective: to measure endurance of muscles on arms, shoulders, and chest. Equipment: a timer. Steps: 1. Male: lie face down, stretch the legs and the toes are close together as well as touching the floor. Stretch both arms with palms down on the floor and fingers pointing forward. Picture A. Female: on your knees, face down, stretch both arms with palms on the floor and fingers pointing forward. Picture B. 2. Release the hold on the arms and lower the body until the chest almost touches the floor, or both elbows are at the right angle with the floor. Picture C and picture D. Then, lift the body up and repeat the action. 3. Continue the action quickly and precisely as many times as possible within 1 minute. Count the times. Page 33. 7. 3-minute step test. Objective: to measure endurance of respiratory system and circulatory system. Equipment: steps, stepping box, 12-inch stair, a clock, a step timer, or a cassette recording tempos. Steps: 1. Stand with feet together in front of a stepping box. Picture 1. Step 1 foot on the box, picture 2, and followed by the other, both feet on the box. Picture 3. After that, retreat a foot on the floor. Picture 4. Then the other, both feet on the floor. Picture 5. May count the tempo of 1, 2, 3, 4. Page 34. 2. Step up and down continuously for 3 minutes. 24 sets for each minute and each set for 2.5 seconds, or set a tempo timer for 96 times per minute. 3. After stepping up and down for 3 minutes, sit down within 5 seconds and check the pulse immediately for 1 minute. Picture 6. Record the pulse in the unit of times per minute. Cautions: during the test, if a student feels chest pain or the pulse is very fast and is unable to talk, stop the test immediately. Page 35. Standards of SAT-ST for males 17 to 19 years old. Body Mass Index, BMI, kilograms over meters squared. 18.4 and below. Standard. Thin. 18.5 to 24.9. Standard. Fit. 25.5 18.0 to 29.9, standard, overweight. 30 and over, standard, fat. Shoulder girdle flexibility, right hand over left hand. 19 and over, standard, excellent. 16 to 18, standard, good. 9 to 15, standard, average. 9 to 8, standard, low. 5 below, standard, very low. Sit and reach. 21 and over, standard, excellent. 19 to 20, standard, good. 14 to 18, standard, average. 12 to 13, standard, low. 11 and below, standard, very low. Push-ups. 44 and over, standard, excellent. 38 to 43, standard, good. 25 to 37, standard, average. 19 to 24, standard, low. 18 and below, standard, very low. Waist to hip ratio, WHR, 0.73 and below, standard, small waist. 0.74 to 0.86, standard, fit. 0.87 to 0.90, standard, large waist. 0.91 and over, standard, obese. Shoulder girdle flexibility, left hand over right hand. 17 and over, standard, excellent. 12 to 16, standard, good. 1 to 11, standard, average. -4 to 0, standard, low. -5 and below, standard, very low. Abdominal curls. 64 and over, standard, excellent. 58 to 63, standard, good. 45 to 57, standard, average. 39 to 44, standard, low. 38 and below, standard, very low. 3-minute steps. 91 and below, standard, excellent. 92 to 98, standard, good. 99 to 113, standard, average. 114 to 120, low. 121 and over, standard, very low. Page 36. Standard of SATST for females, 17 to 19 years old. Body mass index, BMI, kilograms over meters squared. 18.4 and below, standard, thin. 18.5 to 24.9, standard, fit. 25.0 to 29.9, standard, overweight. 30 and over, standard, fat. Shoulder girdle flexibility, right hand over left hand. 17 and over, standard, excellent. 15 to 16, standard, good. 10 to 14, standard, average. 8 to 9, standard, low. 7 and below, standard, very low. Sit and reach. 21 and over, standard, excellent. 19 to 20, standard, good. 14 to 18, standard, average. 12 to 13, standard, low. 11 and below, standard, very low. Push-ups, 44 and over, standard, excellent. 38 to 43, standard, good. 25 to 37, standard, average. 19 to 24, standard, low. 18 and below, standard, very low. Waist to hip ratio, WHR. 0.69 and below, standard, small waist. 0.70 to 0.78, standard, fit. 0.79 to 0.89, standard, large waist. 0.83 and over, standard, obese. Shoulder girdle flexibility, left hand over right hand. 15 and over, standard, excellent. 12 to 14, standard, good. 5 to 11, standard, average. 2 to 4, standard, low. 1 and below, standard, very low. Abdominal curls, 39 and over, standard, excellent. 33 to 38, standard, good. 20 to 32, standard, average. 14 to 19, standard, low. 13 and below, standard, very low. 3-minute steps. 111 and below, standard, excellent. 112 to 119, standard, good. 120 to 136, standard, average. 137 to 144, standard, low. 145 and over, standard, very low.